Good afternoon and happy Memorial Day, guys. Today we have crepes, or...
Well, they're actually pancakes, but by today's standards, those are crepes. But, so back in the day, in the 18th and early 19th centuries, pancakes were very, very thin. Fluffy pancakes weren't a thing yet. I think maybe in the late Victorian period, that's when they started to become fluffy. And a lot of the times they were rolled. Like how these ones are rolled. If you can see more about that, go on my channel, Early American, to see me making these and rolling them. Other times they were just laid flat on a table like modern pancakes are, but this particular receipt asked you to roll them. And I think most people looking at that would be so confused, they'd think, roll what? But maybe I'm one of only 5 people in the world that know how to make early 19th century pancakes, I don't know, so I knew instantly that it meant to roll it like this.
Well, they smell good. They have lemon zest in them.
They do. They smell really good.
And didn't you infuse...
cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon.
There's a cinnamon stick and some nutmeg in there. And to go with that, there's powdered sugar on top of it. And there's powdered sugar inside of it. Before you roll it, you're supposed to put powdered sugar in there. We also have maple syrup, because that's a very American sweet.
From Vermont.
Yeah, from Vermont. A very American sweetener. We have apple butter, which is also a very American sweetener.
And that's from Kentucky.
That's right. So we're going to try it out. We also have some honey, but the honey is mainly for
that's
our
from Illinois.
tea. Yes, that's from Illinois, because these are from my dad's beehives.
Alright, well, would you like one? We'll
yes.
get started.
Yes, please.
Which one do you want? You want toasty, a little toasty, or blonde?
Blonde.
Alright.
I'm one of those people, I like toast, but I like it to be kind of blonde toast.
Toasty.
I don't like dark toast. I taste the burntness.
Alright. Should I...
So,
yeah,
there you go.
Like
rolled up inside. And I already had one of these. And I actually think that rolling it like that is genius. Because you can just pick it up and eat it on the go.
Like a taquito.
Yeah, like a taquito. Hispanic food, or Hispanic American food. But I thought it was genius, and they taste really, really good.
Well, I'm gonna dig in. I ain't tried these yet.
And thank you, Lord, for this food.
She caught me. Alright, here we go. Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you for all the fallen soldiers in the present and the past. Keep us safe. Thank you for all that are currently serving as well, and all who will. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you for catching me on that.
Oh, yeah.
It's not dinner, so I'm not used to it. But...
No.
Alright, here we go. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I like lemon.
I mean, I never even thought to add lemon anything to my pancakes before, but it works.
I don't even know if I want that on mine. It
Because
would
it's
ruin
sweet?
it. The maple would just... it would ruin the lemon flavor. Maple and lemon don't sound good. The lemon is good enough on its own.
Well, I'll try some. And by the way, guys, we are hot.
It's hot in here.
Right now. It's 86, 87 degrees outside. In here, it's probably 90 something.
Yeah. That's why they always had a front door and a back door, so you can open it and you get a breezeway through there. We got that, but the wind just ain't blowing today.
No.
So, if you see the flies, that's all part of it. They had flies back then.
And we have the door open.
And the door's
So they're
open.
just kind of flying in here because we want some fresh air. It's hot in here.
Alright, I'm gonna try the apple butter. Mostly because I just love apple butter.
I like apple butter. But no one loves apple butter as much as Ron's dad loves apple butter.
Oh yeah, he eats it like applesauce.
He eats it like applesauce. He'll literally put it in his bowl, like a huge amount of it,
Like
and
applesauce.
just take a spoon and eat it. And then he thought I was weird when I said, no, I don't want to eat my apple butter like that. I want to eat it on toast, but I don't just want to take a spoon and shovel it in.
That's his secret. That's why he's big and strong.
Apples.
That's really good.
Yeah, with the syrup, it's really good. I'm gonna put more on there.
This apple butter is excellent. It was made by our super fans.
Yeah, but it
Michael
was a
and
gift.
Lee. Yep.
They gave it to us at Pioneer Days. They gave us a jar of it. They made it.
They even gave Dad a jar of it because they knew he loved it.
Speaking of him, that ladle.
So this is the ladle that Justine used to make the pancakes. My dad made this.
Right.
So he's got some iron right here. It's really nice.
I like the hook on it.
He's a horseshoer and he does some modern stuff, but the more that we've gotten into history, he's kind of tabbed along and said, "Oh, that's cool," you know. So he did a really good job. This is, you know, it looks simple, but it's difficult to do, you know, and then twisting it, and then the copper rivets. He
hammered that out.
He hammered this copper. He took a gouged chisel and shaped a piece of wood, and then put a piece of flat copper and hammered it to shape it like this. So inside of a wooden mold. So
it works perfectly.
These are not for sale, by the way. So
no, it's just a labor of love.
Yeah. So you'll be seeing it in videos to come in the future, I'm sure.
Right. He makes anything that has to do with spoons.
Yeah.
I mean, the ladle is basically a spoon.
Yep.
It's a big spoon. But he carves spoons.
Yep.
And he makes ladles now too, so he's the spoon guy.
Coming to the events with us, he said, "You know what? I want something to do, a niche, and you know that's a good one to get into. You can do really neat stuff, and I don't want to say it's easy, but it's cheap to get into. You don't have to. You just gotta have a knife and.
Oh yeah, for carving spoons.
You don't have to buy an expensive gun. You don't have to get this and that.
No, there's no gun involved in making a spoon that I'm aware of.
No, but I mean the price of getting started into something historic. It's a good place to start. I love this.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm only gonna have one though. Not because I don't like them, but because I had two off camera.
I don't have another one.
Like I always do. And so I'm just already really full. But they're really good.
Yes, they are.
They were really hard to make over a fire, though.
I'm just sweating, but I'm enjoying this too.
Man, it's so hot in here.
Pardon me.
Ron's just sweating.
I'm melting like a snow cone in Phoenix, as they say.
He's a candle. Well, he's sweating now, but wait until we have tea. Because I got the bright idea. Hey, let's have tea with our pancakes. Not iced tea.
Yeah, unfortunately. I tried to talk her into, hey, let's make a video on how we invented cold iced tea. In the 1820s. We're claiming it.
I'm still thinking about it.
Speaking of me melting like a candle, this little doohickey here, that is a pewter oil lamp.
Right.
This particular style, as I've been told, was popular in the 17th, 18th, and early 19th century. And I'm sure they had ones before that, but this little glass-looking or chalice, whatever you call that, style, with the high wick. I'm sure they had some with the wicks lower, but you always want to try to get your flame up as high as possible because it projects the light down more.
Yeah, but that's made out of pewter. That's not silver.
Yeah, this is the poor version.
Yeah,
that's pewter.
We don't have a single silver item in this whole cabin.
No.
I've had people before say like, "Oh, you couldn't afford silver," and I'm like, "Yeah, we can't. It's pewter."
Yeah.
Back then, pewter was made out of tin and a mixture of metals. It was tin, oftentimes lead.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other metals, just all melted together like a mutt of metal.
This is pewter. The spoon here.
This is pewter.
Now, modern pewter, like the spoon and this here, these plates, they don't have the lead.
This is just steel, I think.
That one is steel.
They had steel back then.
Or tin.
Yeah, they didn't have stainless steel, but they had steel. They've had steel for many years, like thousands of years. They just haven't had stainless steel.
Yeah.
That's more of a recent thing, but
And
this is pewter.
And some people think that our things in here are stainless steel like this. It's not. They were
That's
shiny.
pewter. It's
If you
just
take
pewter.
care of things, take care of them and polish them, they're going to
Yeah.
be shiny. And if you're familiar with tin, if anything that's tin, brand new, it looks like chrome.
It's
so it
really
looks modern,
shiny.
but it's not modern.
Yeah, these forks here, these are steel, but these are a bit old.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is with steel that isn't stainless steel or tin for that matter, is when you wash it, you have to dry it immediately with a rag, or else the water will rust it. I mean, guaranteed, every single time it'll rust it. You can't get away with it. You forget to dry it once, the next morning your forks will be rusted. It happens quick.
Now, I know some of you are going to ask, well, how do you guys clean your cast iron? I will tell you the way that I like to do it, the most efficient way. When you're done cooking, it's still hot, you fill it up with water, you put it back on the stove and let all the stuff that's stuck to it come loose, and then you eat your meal or whatever, you come back, you dump it out, you maybe scratch it a little bit, don't use any soap, rinse it out, wipe it out, and you're good to go. You didn't damage the seasoning.
Yeah.
But by putting the water in there and letting it all break loose, it comes out easy. You ain't gotta muscle it or anything like that. But if you just pull your whatever out of there and just let it dry and get crusty, then you're gonna have to use the soap and the water and steel wool, and then you gotta re-season it.
And if your iron is well seasoned, if you take a rag to it, it shouldn't come black.
Yeah, you shouldn't see black.
Yeah, you shouldn't see black. If you're wondering, how come my cast iron is never clean? I wash it 50 million times, even with soap and water, and then I put a paper towel or a rag on it and it's black on the inside. That means that you've removed the seasoning.
Yeah, season it.
So that iron powder, that iron dust that's on there is just exposed, and that you can't cook with it. Because if you cook with it, it's going to stain your food black, because the iron powder...
And the taste.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's going to stain your food black, and it's going to make it taste metallic. So it's not seasoned. Don't even think about cooking with it until you season it again.
Another tip that an older gentleman, Paul, you've seen him in one of our videos before, he recommended to me, after you get done cleaning your cast iron, take a little bit of beeswax, like a beeswax block or chunk, and just do this just to seal it. You don't want to use vegetable oil unless maybe you're cooking the next day, but if you put vegetable oil on it and put it away and pick it out next month, it'll be rancid.
Right, the oil goes rancid.
Yeah, and you might get away with it with canola or olive oil, but just use beeswax and you'll be good forever.
Right. Back in the day they would have used beeswax, they would have used lard.
Yeah, because they're using it every day too.
Right.
Yeah.
And they cooked some heavy meals back then. I mean, everything was, it had cream and butter and lard in it, so...
My kind of cooking.
But yeah, while your pan is still hot, you take a candle and you just rub it like it's a crayon or something. You rub it on the inside and the outside.
A beeswax candle.
Yeah, a beeswax. It has to be 100% pure beeswax.
Yep. Not a modern
You just rub it, and the heat from the cast iron will naturally melt it just enough where you can rub that on the surface layer. And that'll help to seal in your seasoning as well. And it won't leave a weird taste in your food, and you won't be eating wax. So don't worry about that, because it soaks it into it. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here.
I'm glad I got my new shirt on. This shirt breathes really well. The vest doesn't.
Oh yeah, this is a new shirt that I got for Ron.
Yep.
So a friend of mine, she's a seamstress, and I wanted to get a shirt for him. And so she helped me. She got me to pick out from a lineup of 20 different fabrics. I picked this one. It's blue, which is Ron's favorite color.
I got tired of wearing white. White's nice, but I want some color.
Right, I agree.
The chickens are trying to walk in here right now.
They are.
Don't you do it, Martha.
Just take the ladle and wave it at them. The door's open, so they're just trying to walk in.
Go on, get.
Get.
I'm gonna stick Justine on you with the spoon.
That's right.
You'll be in my pot for supper.
No, he keeps saying that all the time.
Well, I'm telling you, one of these days.
So, are you hot enough yet? Should I bring the tea out?
Please, I'm thirsty.
Oh, he wants it. Okay.
I'm thirsty.
Okay, so we have two types of tea.
Two teas.
We're gonna compare them together. And can I talk about the elephant in the room here? Which is the most amazing teapot on the surface of this planet, and probably every planet known to man, honestly. This is what we call the chicken teapot. And the chicken has a little saddle Oh, I love this. This was given to me as a gift.
By our great aunt Carrie out there.
Yep.
She's taking part in that gold rush out in California,
Yeah,
Spanish territory.
She sends us a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm in love with this tea kettle. Ron knows I'm obsessed with it.
It's weird. My grandmother loved chickens.
Chicken teapots.
Like, not chicken teapots per
Really?
se, but fixtures or something you put on top of the refrigerator, and then here's this, and she loves that.
I remember in the 90s and the 80s, anything goose related was really big.
Yeah.
Goose and chicken, but a lot of goose stuff. So when you pour the tea out of here, it comes out of the chicken's mouth. It looks like the chicken's thrown up. But it's just the cutest thing ever, and I love it. So we're going to use that today. And for the two types of tea, we're going to compare a historic tea with a modern version.
And they're both?
Chocolate teas. They're both chocolate teas. I remember a while back I said, I've never heard of a chocolate tea. What are you talking about? That don't exist. Now almost every single episode we're having chocolate tea.
Yeah. And people are messaging us saying they bought chocolate tea. We bought cheese ice cream.
Yeah.
The word's getting out.
Yeah, the word's getting out, but please don't buy the cheese ice cream. It's not good. But the chocolate tea is really good. So this is the modern one.
That was sent to us.
Chocolate mint, 75% organic. Oh, I didn't even notice that's on that.
So a fan sent this to us, and this one we got ourselves. So this is historic.
This is historic chocolate tea. This was Martha Washington's favorite tea. She ordered it by the pounds. She would order 20 pounds of this at a time. And this is made from the chocolate shells of the cocoa bean that's been roasted. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. That smells so good.
It makes me think of October or something.
Right. Even though it's chocolate, it's a very warm chocolate smell.
So, go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is a loose tea. This is a bag.
Yeah, it's in the bag.
This is a bag.
So, anyways, we're gonna compare the tastes and the whatever else you can terminology you can throw at tea. The tea-ness.
It's from the brand Ticino. Ticino. Ticino.
It's a Mediterranean blend.
Mediterranean blend Ticino chocolate tea.
So.
And how is this different from this? So,
ingredients.
This has chocolate. It has chocolate flavor. It's natural chocolate flavor. That's what it says. Whereas this one is whole cocoa shells, roasted.
Yeah, it contains roasted cocoa shells and cinnamon.
This one has a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, this one it has dried, dehydrated dates. It has natural chocolate flavor. It has powdered figs.
I love figs.
And, yeah. It also says it has a little bit of cocoa in it. So the cocoa powder.
Well, let's drink this. I'm thirsty.
Okay.
I'm sweating and I'm thirsty.
Okay, we'll make it happen.
Please.
So, contenders. Ding, 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 ding. Let me get our hot water.
And we're going to put one in each cup and then
we'll take turns
go from there.
it.
We're going to have another one of these.
We're going to compare it. This is obviously not the first time we've had the historic chocolate tea, but we've never had the modern chocolate tea. So, let's just,
What? Put one in yours and one in mine.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, okay, so the bags, I'm going to put the bags in our little chicken teapot, and then the loose tea we're going to put in these heart tea balls. Strainers. And if any of the tea still comes out, I'll strain it through this pewter spoon.
Oh, before I forget. So that spoon and this lamp all came from ASL Pewter in St. Genevieve.
Right,
so if you're in the market for neat stuff like this and much more stuff, please check out their website, aslpewter.com.
Right, yeah, that's a pewter store in St. Gen.
They're great friends of ours, Tom and Pat.
They are. They're really nice people.
And these were sent to us by a lovely lady. She sent us 2 of these about a month ago.
Right. Probably because we butchered making tea so bad that she felt sorry for us. It ain't getting any better, but we're still making tea. Water's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you. Let me go ahead and put tea bag in here.
What's it smell like?
Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies. That's what it smells like.
It does. I'm more of a tag-along kind of guy, but...
I mean, those are
okay.
good too.
Those are good
I used to be a Girl Scout, and I sold the most cookies out of anyone in my troop.
I was
Not
a Boy
to brag,
Scout.
but...
I was once cute and in Boy Scouts. We will throw up photos.
Okay, saddle's on. That means it's official. It's happening.
And now we wait.
Steam is coming out of the chicken's mouth.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's...
There's steam coming out of the chicken's mouth. We'll just let that sit for a bit. Let me see if it has instructions about how long it wants us.
Alright, I'm gonna try syrup.
It says 3 to 5 minutes, which is pretty standard. Okay, and in this one, let me pour some more water in my mug. We're going to put the loose leaf historic chocolate tea. That's good.
It's not bad with the syrup too, but apple butter is excellent.
Really?
Yeah.
I do like apple butter. Okay.
We made
Let's
apple
go
butter
ahead.
once, remember?
Yeah, we made apple butter once.
Back in the fall.
Let's go ahead and fill this up. It opens like so. And then you just put some tea in there.
Also, we got this new lovely table square from Candy's store. It's red, white, and blue.
Everything is from St. John, really.
Yeah, we try to stay as local as possible.
Oh, yeah, we
or
do.
at least handmade, made in America.
Right. Okay. You think I should put more?
I'd put a little pinch more. Load it up.
Load it up.
And taste that flavor.
Mm.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep, just like that.
Just like that, and then closes, the snap's closed, and then the tea won't come out no matter what you do. And then you just put it in there. And then you wait.
And that also takes a couple minutes, doesn't it?
Right. Well, let me see if there's instructions on this. 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay.
But I know from experience with this that isn't very accurate. The longer you leave this, the better. So in reality, it's more like 8 to 10 minutes before you get the full flavor of this. I mean, it's 100% natural. There's no flavor concentrates in here, so it's not gonna come out of the water as quickly as maybe something like this, the modern one. Ugh, it's hot in here.
Yes, it is.
We also have some brandy on the table. This might disappoint some of you people, but we don't really drink.
Yep, we're not drinkers.
Yeah, we're not drinkers. We just use it for cooking.
Yep.
It's like you can't be a reenactor without being a drinker. Every event we go to, it's like, okay, you want this? You want this? You want some ale? No.
We showed up at Old Lines 2 weekends ago, and a guy said, "Hey, you want a beer?" No.
I mean, that's how it is.
It's 11:30 in the morning.
That's how it is. Everyone likes to drink. Everyone likes to drink and eat.
And there was no barbecue inside or anything, so no thanks.
Right.
Feel sorry for that guy. Off camera, I tried making one. Mine turned out like that. Justine's were the pretty ones. So, yeah. The chickies will eat them.
Yeah,
and they'll
we
love them.
don't eat it. The chickies will eat it.
I don't think I can. I'm so full.
Yeah, I'm full too. I don't want to eat anymore. I'm just gonna have tea. And
I'm
call it a
hot,
day.
and the sugar, it's just not a good combination.
Right. Right.
So, while we're waiting for that, we have a really big event coming up this coming weekend.
Yes.
At Fort Dechard.
Fort Dechard, early 18th century fort in southern Illinois. It's right on the border between Illinois and Missouri, so it's pretty close to here. So it's a rendezvous.
Yep.
Modern term is rendezvous. It's basically a market.
Yeah.
It's a really big market.
Big market.
So a lot of people will be there and they will sell anything. Books,
Clothes.
food, clothes,
Stuff like
antiques.
this. And when we're talking about clothes and books and stuff, it's period correct stuff, not modern stuff.
Yeah, it's historic stuff.
So sometimes you can find the best deals at something like that.
Right.
Even individual camps, if they're not a market or a merchant, they're allowed to put out a blanket and put trade items or items they want to sell that they want to get rid of. So
Right. So a trade blanket is where outside of a guy's tent, he'll throw a blanket on the ground, open it up like you're having a picnic, and then on it he'll just put all of his wares.
Yep. That he
wants to sell, and those are called trade blankets. And then when he sells his stuff or he's done for the day, he just rolls up his blanket and heads back to his tent.
Yep. So you can find some great deals.
Yes. Well, this one is done.
Well, let's try that thing.
Okay.
Let's pour it up. Please.
Since you said please. I'll pour it and then I'm going to add honey. Stop, that makes an annoying sound. Okay, now you guys can see the chicken puking.
Oh, it's
Oh!
also backfiring.
It's backfiring! Hold it tight for me. How about let's do some teamwork?
I can't, it's too hot.
Yeah, it is
wow.
really hot.
Ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. Man! Yo, can we stop now? Can we stop? Wow.
The chicken backfired. We got it halfway full. Let me fill it a little bit more.
Yeah,
You have to hold the saddle down. I don't care, I still like this teapot. You have to hold the saddle down tight. There he goes! Or she. I think it's a she. Or is it a boy?
That's a rooster.
That's a rooster. You're right. Okay.
Got the thing under
There
his...
she goes.
Hey, don't want to hide him, do you?
No.
Yeah, front center.
No, he's gonna block me.
Fine.
He's gonna block the teacup. And then I'm gonna add some honey.
Alright.
These are for my dad's bees.
Ooh, we ain't used that yet, have
He's
we?
got 3 hives.
Our buddy Paul made that. He's a fabulous woodworker.
You can see everything we have here is made in St. John.
Yeah. He's a very, very...
Everything is local.
He does fine woodworking. I do rustic woodworking. I can get away with a lot more boo-boos. He made that, what do you call
Honey
it?
dipper.
Honey dipper. Yeah. That was a nice gift.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else.
He made the biscuit cutter up there.
No, not that one. There's another one he made.
Oh.
That.
Oh, it's on the corner shelf over there.
Yeah, let me go get it.
And then the spatula and a spoon. He's made a few things.
That's a biscuit cutter / cookie cutter.
Yep.
/ whatever you want it to be cutter. It's really nice.
It's very nice.
Yeah, so he made that.
He's very good at wood lathe work.
Right. He's the one that helped me to chase Arthur's boys with the tomahawk when they were spying on us. That's him. Okay. It might still be kind of hot. I see steam coming off of it.
It's steaming a little
We
bit.
have sissy mouths. We can't handle really hot things.
No.
It smells good.
You want to go first or you want me to go
If
first?
you do that, the leaves come out of the holes. Don't touch. Could you go first?
Yes. Alright. Here we go. Sniff test.
Give me a score. 10 out of 10.
That's a 5.
What?
It's okay. It could be stronger, but it's not weak either. It's just.
Well, how is that 5? That smells good.
It smells good. It's just not real strong.
Really?
It's not real big and.
Oh, stop! You're gonna break something in the room.
Oh, here we go. It's like drinking a Thin Mint.
Really?
It's like drinking a Thin Mint, a Girl Scout cookie Thin Mint.
I sold the most cookies out of anyone in my troop.
I actually quite like that.
Really? Okay, 10 out of 10. What would you give it?
8. It's an 8.
8? Okay, it smells like a 5, but Ron notoriously is terrible at describing things.
The taste is an 8. The smell is a 5.
I mean, Ron...
And the look, I can't tell because it's dark.
It's black.
It's dark cup.
In videos past, Ron will describe stuff as, oh, it smells like my grandma's basement. Oh, it's sludgy.
Not my grandma's
Oh,
basement.
but I love it.
My grandma's basement smelled good. It didn't smell like mothballs and borax.
Okay, well, you just said a grandma's basement.
Yeah, a grandma's basement.
Is it really hot?
No, I could deal with it, so I think you can. Just kidding, it's super hot.
Whoa, that's really good. It's really hot, but it's really good.
Oh, what would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? They're waiting, come on.
Okay, I'm thinking. I'd give that, as far as teas go, I would give that a 9 out of 10.
Okay. That's respectable.
Smell, I would give it, because when we're talking about tea, smell is very important. I would give it a...
Aroma.
Right, the aroma, the fragrance. I would give it a 8 out of 10.
An
Or
8?
7 out of 10.
7?
7 out of 10.
Well, you got a better sniffer than I do, because...
I smell something. You saying that once you actually heat it up, you don't smell it anymore?
Well, I smelt it when it was in the box, and there's 50 packets in that box.
But it tastes really good.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one. It's been 6 minutes.
I realize I never even used this spoon. Oh well.
Oh well. There's always another time. Here, you go first.
Hey, we gotta put honey in it. Tea without honey is a sad state of affairs. Some people like sugar. I just like honey. Some people will put milk in their tea. We don't do that here in Missouri.
Yeah, don't do that. Tried it once out of curiosity. Don't do that. It's horrible.
Really?
Yeah. Well, my dad went on a work trip over to, I don't remember where he was, somewhere in Europe, 2 years ago. And he said, oh, I had the best tea, son. It had the cream in it and all that. And he's like, you should try it sometime. And I don't know anything about tea. She's the tea connoisseur, not me.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just took some regular old Lipton black tea, and I was like, okay, I'll try putting some milk in it. And oh, it was disgusting.
How much milk did you add?
Just a splash like you would with coffee.
Really?
Yeah, it is horrible. I was like, this is disgusting. But
Do you like how he says it? Disgusting.
Did you try it? I tried that one first, so you try it first.
Okay, but this is really hot.
Okay.
I see steam
Well, I'll talk some
coming
more
off
then.
of it.
So yesterday we did a commemoration ceremony that was pretty neat in St. Genevieve. So the SAR and DAR, the Sons of the American Revolution and the Daughters of the American Revolution, came to St. Genevieve, and the St. Genevieve Militia joined them, and we marched down the street to the Catholic Church, where I think he was the captain of the St. Genevieve Militia.
He's buried there.
He's buried inside the church.
And say why that's significant.
Because he was the captain of the St. Genevieve Militia, and the St. Genevieve Militia fought in the American Revolutionary War.
Right.
Many people don't know that.
Right.
In 1780, on May 26th, I believe is the correct date, the Battle of Fort San Carlos was attacked by the Indians and British coming down from Canada. Fort San Carlos stood right where the St. Louis Arch stands today. And we won that battle. And about 60 men from St. Genevieve went up there.
Against all odds,
And
the men won.
I think total between some of the Spanish regulars and the other militiamen from New Madrid County, which is another hour and a half south of us, I think there was about 400 of us, and then just shy of 1,000 British and Indians. But we had 4 cannons that they weren't expecting. So that really helped us win.
Yeah.
And I think St. John lost 9 men. So
9 out of all those men,
Yeah.
9 out of 60 when you're outnumbered by double.
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty incredible.
So it was pretty neat to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm. And Ron's in the modern version of the St. Genevieve militia.
Modern version. There ain't no modern version.
Well,
we still dress like this.
Well, it's modern as in
today. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so it's still been going on all these years.
Hmm.
This one fly is just...
He wants the sugar.
Yeah, it's the same fly.
Okay, I'm thirsty. I gotta try something.
Okay.
Did you try it yet?
No, I got a sissy mouth.
Well, I'll go first.
I think it's
Okay, here goes the sniff test.
Give a rating, 1 out of 10.
That's an 8.
That's better.
This one smells better.
That one has more of a strong chocolate fragrance.
Mmm, it's so good. Nine for the taste.
Really?
Tastes
So
really
you
good.
like that one a lot more than the modern one?
Yes, but this one's deep for longer. If that one was a little stronger, I might like it a little better. But this is really good. It's almost refreshing, but it's not because
It's
hot.
chocolate. And it's hot.
It's hot. I want this one, please. This one's cooler.
You know, I don't actually think I like this one. I like taste it again.
If I had to choose to drink only one for the rest of my life,
This one.
the historical one.
Right. I mean, the ingredients are so simple too. I like that. I like simple foods. And drinks.
Okay. It's alright.
This is better.
This reminds me of maybe Christmas time because of, I don't know, something about thin mints and chocolate, mint and chocolate. It's kind of Christmassy. That's kind of more fall-y.
To me, this just tastes like black tea with a hint of chocolate in it. I don't even think there's black tea in it, but that's what it tastes like.
No, because it's an herbal tea.
Right, it's an herbal tea.
Herbal tea is, there's no caffeine.
It just has that same slightly bitter flavor that black tea does.
It's still good though. I like it. What'd I say it was? An 8? For taste?
Yeah, 8 for taste and 5 for smell.
I'm gonna stick with that. This is an 8 out of 10 for taste. And it's a 9.
Okay, so this is a 10 out of 10 for smell for me. And taste, this is a 9 out of 10. It's not the best tea I've ever had in my life, which was a 10 out of 10.
Now there is the other kind. There's the cacao tea. That's the cacao sen tea.
This is...
Candy can't stay in stock of the cacao tea because everybody buys it. So one of these days we're going to get one that doesn't have the cinnamon and it's just going to be the cacao or
regular
cocoa chocolate.
Yeah, so she also sells just regular old cacao tea.
Yeah.
Which is one ingredient. Just
chocolate.
Cocoa, the shells.
But it sells out like that.
It sells out so quick. I mean, that stuff smells like the very essence of chocolate. When you smell it, it smells like you just walked into a chocolate factory. It smells so good. This one is the chocolate cinnamon. And she also has a chocolate orange, I think.
That might be good, actually.
Yeah, that might be good. I think all of them are good. But if I had to pick between these two, the historic one wins. It has more simpler ingredients. I think the ingredients are higher quality.
Mm-hmm.
And higher quality ingredients win all the time. You can get a $5 steak and a $50 steak, and you'll probably notice a difference. Yes. But it's still steak at the end of the day. But if the quality of the ingredients, you'll notice a difference. So I feel like this one has better quality ingredients, so it smells really strongly of chocolate. This is just chocolate flavoring, even though it says it's natural. This is straight up chocolate. I mean, this is cocoa shells.
The real deal.
This is the real deal. So this one wins, but that's still really good.
So anyways, we hope you're all having a great Memorial Day weekend. Please don't forget what it's about. Every day you should be thankful for those who never made it home. And that's what Memorial Day is about. It's not Veterans Day, that's the difference. But every day should be Veterans Day, every day should be Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, 4th of July,
Day.
Christmas, Valentine's Day. You should be thankful.
Mother's Day.
Thankful and loving and all of that all throughout the year.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Every day is those days.
Yes. So we're going to hop off here before we shrivel up and die from losing all the sweat.
I'm turning into an anchovy as we speak.
I'm turning into a raisin.
Yes. When I stand up, I'm going to be 5 feet tall because I shrunk by a few inches. Once I drink water again, though, I'll expand like a sponge.
That's so good.
That is really good.